If I'm really honest, the beginning of my movement training journey was quite messy. I trained way too much, tried to learn everything at once and copied things I didn't fully understand. And for a long time I was basically tapping in the dark, because over 15 years a lot of mistakes pile up and a lot of learning. So if I had to start my movement practice from scratch today in 2026, knowing what I know now, I'd approach it very differently. These 7 things are not about doing more. They're about clarity, simplicity, and for allowing space for creativity in your practice. And hey, if you want all of these principles structured in a nice little program, then simply go into the video description or top comment and download the program for free. Number 1, I'd focus on opening up my body, increasing range of motion. Instead of working on crazy skills from the get-go or thinking about crazy strength gains or building huge muscles, I'd really focus on opening up my body. But because we can work on mobility in every single joint, simply start with these 3 basics to simplify your practice. First up, the squat. The squat is one of the biggest players when it comes to lower body mobility. It shows up in so many movement patterns and skills, so opening up this position has a huge carryover. A squat is already a complex skill in itself. It combines ankle, knee, and hip mobility at the same time. And the good news, there are countless ways to work on it. You can already explore different squat variations, change depth and stance, and make the process playful and accessible for your body. Second, spinal arching. Because most of us spend a lot of time sitting, which means we rarely extend or arch the spine. And then, when we suddenly need that range, for example in acrobatics, we're often underprepared. So start simple. Wall bridges are a great entry point and can easily be adapted to your current level. And if you want more inspiration, I've made a full video on spinal movement, packed with ideas for your partner in crime, your spine. Lastly, hanging. Because there are a few practices as beneficial for your shoulder health as hanging is. So hanging builds strength, mobility and relaxation, not only in the shoulders but forearms at the same time. You don't even need a bar. Any solid anchor you can hold onto works. The angle of the hang isn't that important. And if you want to build strength here, working up to a 1-minute dead hang is a great starting goal. You'll find more hanging variations and ideas inside the free program. Mistake number 2 that I've made, and this is a big one, already learned to balance out discipline and playfulness and joy. What I mean by that is, instead of just focusing on working out and going into this discipline-driven practice, already have certain aspects of your movement practice that simply and only bring joy to you, kind of like a hobby. Of course, it makes sense to work on mobility and strength and all of the things that will create a healthier body, right? But then if it's no fun, most people simply won't stick to this practice. So therefore, learning to also have playfulness in your practice and find something that truly sparks joy is something that is really worthwhile finding. To me personally, I found that acrobatics is one of these practices that will simply give me joy. Of course, by doing it, I also will get stronger and more mobile, but that's not the focus. The focus is simply enjoying what I'm doing. So, what is the thing that you love most in movement? Number 3, learn to think and move outside of the box. Now, personally, I was very fortunate that I had a great coach from the start who helped to kind of break these norms of how we should move, what is healthy and what not. Because in reality, we are so adaptable. We can move in so many different ways if we just learn to stabilize ourselves. The motto here really is use it or lose it. Our body is a master at getting stronger, even in the weirdest ranges, if we simply give the stimulus to get better here. And you've heard these things before, right? Don't move with your knees past your toes. Don't squat so deep that your spine starts to round. And for some people, maybe there is some truth to it. For the rest of us, we can, through practice and through smart training, get over all of these things. Let's take a squat, for example. Instead of just squatting like most of us would, what is being taught usually in the fitness industry, we can already start to explore it. For example, why not find a wider stance squat or a more close stance squat? Why not try to explore with rotations? Yes, it is quite hard and strenuous for your knees, but after some time, also you will get stronger and used to it. So the squat really is just one way of showing what I mean here. The idea is that draw outside of the box, explore with every single exercise that you are doing. Try to keep it interesting and engaging for your body. Number 4, and I know that so many of you out there struggle with this. Find a form of practice that is playful, that allows you to tap into your childlike curiosity. A form of practice that cannot only be measured with sets or reps. To me personally, as I said before, it is acrobatics. But there are many other disciplines that produce exactly the same quality. Different forms of dance, capoeira, locomotion, animal flow, whatever it is that brings joy to you. The benefit of a practice like this is that you slowly start to learn to move more intuitively again, more freely, more openly. Not dictated by any kind of fitness trend, but by really how you want to express yourself. So here are 3 patterns you can instantly try at home in order to tap into this playful practice. I'll use some ideas from acrobatics. The first one is a simple baby cartwheel. You don't even need to jump high. Simply transfer some weight onto both hands, while your legs can stay very low. Simply try to float it. And if that is easy, maybe over time you want to integrate more of a jump for a regular cartwheel. Though, take it easy. The second pattern, super fun, a floor entry. Sit down on your knees, change to your bum, then find this rotation onto your belly and reverse. Now, this is a bit of a coordinative challenge, so let's take a look at it once again. First, onto your knees. Swirl into a sit. Swirl into the belly. Swirl back again into a flat sitting. Swirl onto your knees and stand up. Good one. Next, the arm swipe. Transfer the weight onto your back like a crab position or a table position. And over time, you want to find a bit of a jump here. By the way, a full breakdown of movements like this you can find in this video. Simply tap on the stream and get going. To me personally, the cool thing with acrobatics is that you can easily move freely throughout your space. You don't need clear instructions. You can simply follow the movements and follow what feels great. And although it is easier said than done, of course, you need some time to practice. But enjoy. To sum up this one, there should be no one telling you how exactly to move because you already know it deep inside. So free this voice and try to find however you want to move. The 5th thing I would do differently if I would start my practice this year is finding more movement pockets in daily life. Movement should not just happen in your training sessions, because usually people train 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week for about an hour, sometimes a little bit less or longer. And imagine if you would just move within these time frames, there is so many more hours in the week that you are not moving. We drive to work in cars, sit in buses, sit at the desktop, right? So many hours of not moving. But we are humans. We develop through moving. Movement is such a vital part of all of us. And this is also why we start to get ill and unhealthy if we move less. What I don't mean by that is that you all of a sudden have to start doing squats, pull-ups or handstands in your bus. No, all of this you could do, but it's actually much more simple. Integrating movement into daily life could look very differently for many people. It could be walking more instead of taking a bus. It could be carrying the bag of groceries not on your back, but in your hands to strengthen your grip. It also could be sitting more on the floor instead of sitting on chairs all the time. When you're watching the next movie, why not find a position that also stretches your body? Most importantly, this is not about training, it's not about getting better, it's just about moving more. Number 6, find your people. Find peers you can share your wins and your losses with. Find training buddies, people that you can help to motivate and that also in turn motivate you. See, when I train alone, that's a cool part of my practice. But when I train with my close practice buddies, it's so much more fun. And I know for many out there, you live in places where it seems like no one else is doing what you are doing. No one else is rolling on the ground like you are. But let me tell you, there always is another person. Sometimes it's going on a hunt in online forums or on Instagram. Maybe you can even comment on this video where you live and if you're looking for a practice buddy. And the final thing I would do differently if I would start my movement practice in 2026 is find a coach, ask for help. Because I had so many moments where I was on my own, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. I wanted to figure things out. And while there is positive aspects of this, sometimes practice takes so much longer when you try to find the golden nuggets in the dark. So simply go out there and ask for help. I personally made my biggest improvements in practice and found the most insights when I had moments of working with a coach and then taking time to integrate all of this learning on my own. There are so many coaches out there and for sure one will be a perfect fit for you. Also, coaching nowadays happens in so many different settings. You can find someone in your town, you can also find online coaches, you can find online programs or learn from videos just like this on YouTube. Currently, I don't have a coach, but I have plenty of people that I can ask for help. They are there whenever I need them, but I kind of like figuring things out on my own still. And there you go, these 7 things I'd do differently if I would start my practice from anew. In the end, I really think you don't need more exercises. Really allow yourself to kind of filter what is it that you like, what is it that you don't like, and maybe keep this for later. Because movement should be something that connects you to yourself, the environment, and the people around you. And if it's a chore, not so much a joy, then probably you won't do it for long. Now please let me know in the comment section if you made similar insights over the years, or if you're starting anew, was this video helpful? What parts of the video would you now integrate into your practice and which not so much? Did I forget anything? And also a friendly reminder, again, download the free program with this whole video structured in a very nice way. Thank you for being here. I will continue to produce great videos also in 2026, and I'm happy to have you on the journey with me. All the best and ciao ciao. Keep on learning with this video on acrobatic moves for your living room or this starter playlist which will take you from A to C.